AP Natural Philosophy. AP Tincture Brewing.
I got honors alchemy after this.
Yeah,
I did not figure out the homework.
You know how it goes.
Hey, can I show you something really cool?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
So, you might remember in a recent episode of the show Haha Yeah.
Oh, this show.
This show that we're on. We solicited jug hoots from our audience.
We did get some jug hoots.
Yeah, we did get a couple of jug hoots. I made a little composition out of them. I'm going to play it for you now.
It sounds like somebody's out of breath in a plastic tube. Oh my god. Wow. That's gonna play when I die.
Yeah. I tried to make it as scary as possible. I really wanted a haunted vibe.
These are the best fans in the world.
They're so good. Special thank you to Kobi, Lacroix, and Elle for Elephants on Snuts Not Online for sharing your hoots with us.
Thanks for hooting for us.
You hooted and we listened.
I mean, you know, that's the energy that powers this show.
Mm-hmm. Pure hoot energy.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Haha Yeah.
Welcome to Haha Yeah.
How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Hyperlink.
I'm Cell. How are you?
I'm chilling.
Good.
A little cup of coffee here.
Mine too.
So it's like, I'm feeling good.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Can I pitch to you everybody's tired theory?
Yeah, now's never been a better time than now for everyone's tired theory.
Let me lay it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
2 words. Everybody's tired.
Yeah, it's literally true.
It's a big tired.
Yeah.
It slows it all down. Some people call this entropy. I disagree. Just tired.
Yeah. Stuff gets tired.
Generally, stuff gets tired. More than people do.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think about tired stuff. Little grandfather clocks snoozing, slumped over next to the cutlery, curled up, sucking their thumbs, you know, forks sucking on their tines. You know, everybody's just hanging out and sleeping.
I think it's stuff that's like, sometimes stuff just isn't quite working right.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just tired.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, why isn't my computer working?
Tired. Just needs like a little
tired.
Quick 15-minute cat nap.
Slow nap.
But everything is tired.
Yeah.
And I think that it's only going to get more tired. Can we see what's been going on in your notebook recently?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm so ready.
Cell's notebook. I had a bad week.
Okay.
And I let it all hang out in my notebook.
Okay.
Every phone call that I made, I was just jotting things down.
I've never been more excited to read a notebook in my entire life. Looking for a dissolving is the first thing that my eyes drawn to, and that's really, really good. Freak beef. Okay, freak beef cum suck. That duo together is really exceptional. My ear is killing me. Wait.
I was in some pain.
No, that's real. But I just...
You just processed it?
I just found the freak box.
The freak cube.
The freak cube. It is the word freak written many, many times inside of a large cube. Freak cube. Oh my god.
That's where you keep villains. You know, you talk to somebody and you're like freak, and then you like want to lock them in your mind cube.
Freak cube looks full to me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the word freak in here. Immediately underneath it. Birth scam, birth scab, mirth scat, myth chat, poison dead culture, drinking rain, violence. Holy shit. This is all one page. Can I keep going?
You can go back one.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know if you read that one.
I don't think I have read this one. Feeling a sticky murderousness. Taxes with just an exclamation mark at the end. It's so good. Okay, in the middle of this page, the word fuck, huge letters. I'm just ignoring that part. Some actual work notes. Kill God, eat freaks, slurp death, drink cool, marble slay, me, I'm freaked. We're done. That's a fucking poem.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done.
That's exceptional. This is a truly.
It's a deranged document.
Well, I mean,
I'm a crazy person.
Well, I like to see it evolve week over week.
You know, I was thinking about it a little bit, and I think it's like this notebook typifies the exact opposite of what this show is about, which is why it works so well on the show. Because we talk so much about like, oh, it's so wonderful, and there's magic beneath it all. What if the only thing beneath it all is bile? It's just mad. I'm just upset to be doing things, and I'm like filtering it through my unconscious. That's my little ritual right there. Just an anger journal.
Yeah.
Of the little man inside me.
If you're listening to this show, I encourage you to keep an anger journal because it is really good. I did find more, by the way. Ping! And next to it is a huge illustration of a thumbprint. Like, it is enormous. Extruder and God's needs are written above and below.
I don't remember that at all. Extruder?
Extruder. Crumbling in a square with, at the corner of the square, just a vicious little black mark that you've scribbled. Fucks. Petitions freak. Stink ending.
I think it's writing fuck petitions because they're useless.
Oh, okay, then fuck, but no, but it's fucks freaks in the same, like, scrawl with petitions nearby.
Freaks, I can tell for sure that I wrote freaks later.
Okay, fucks petitions, freaks, stink ending, shittin' baby, big 50s, sport coat white button.
That's something I want to try wearing later.
Can you explain to me what the fuck I'm seeing right here?
It's a sad octopus with he's frowning. And the word no is written on its body. And then it says end me underneath it. And above that it says kill and no fear.
Wait.
It's the Sadtopus.
You named it Sadtopus. Oh my god. In a circle. Kill.
I swear to God, I sound like a lunatic.
Taking the giant.
I want to clarify, I'm not violent. I don't wish death or destruction on anyone besides the people who deserve it. These are not actionable. It's just what the mind says when it says, get me out of here.
Yeah, no, and to your credit, you did bracket all of that and then write, it's okay, actually.
Oh, yeah, it all worked out at the end.
And then happy to help underneath it, which is the icing on the fucking cake. Jesus Christ. Ugh. So, I love your notebook so much.
Thanks,
I could look at this all day.
Yeah.
2 pages are empty, except for this in the middle of one. Using Google on this MF Notebook RN. # oops. It is like
It's like an
a true artifact of you. An unbelievable direct link to your brain.
Is this the one that has my little artwork in it?
Oh god, I hope so.
Oh no, my big one has the artwork in it. Alas.
That was Sel's notebook.
Thank you for reading my notebook.
Hell yeah.
Weird to like look through your brain with an outsider's perspective.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
How do you feel having read that? Do you know me better or worse?
I know you exactly the same amount. It is just the exact same. It's like it's just more. It's like when you check your favorite subreddit and it's like, oh, there's more shit here.
Oh, look at that. A lot about bread making.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's great.
Can you give me some best practices for building a large castle inside of a small house?
Absolutely. So it's all about the oeuvre. You're gonna need a lot of like mirrors. You know what I mean? Just like walls that just bang into themselves, and just like dark lights, low candles.
I see what you're saying. The atmosphere.
Yeah. And just like you make it like kind of like a confusing, impossible to navigate space. And like your guests aren't going to explore inch by inch every wall of your castle.
Absolutely.
They're going to come in and just be baffled like, oh my god, it's bigger in the inside like Doctor Who. They're going to leave after 45 minutes of your party.
I do really like that there's misdirection involved.
Yeah.
The idea of like mirrors and like huge velvet wall hangings and sort of braziers full of flame. I feel like with the right sort of thing, you could trick anybody that they're anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's
you should try and trick as many people as you can day to day.
Every time somebody enters my house, no one should enter my house. But when you do, who knows where you'll end up?
Right. I open the door and it's
castle.
a warbling black inky void.
Would you live in a castle?
Cold,
drafty.
No, I like a drafty place. I would not live in a castle.
Big castle.
I would develop an insufferable lifestyle in a castle.
What sumptuous?
Yeah, just shuffling in like a huge cape from room to room with my Uniqlo room shoes on.
Right.
Just kind of like palming a little trimmed bushel of grapes.
Yeah.
Just letting the juice run freely down my chin.
Nobody's here to judge me.
That's
you.
Yeah. I would be a gravelly voiced child prince in a fucking castle, and I should not be allowed to do it.
Gravelly voiced child prince. I'm still parsing it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I love that.
I would
little 6-year-old boy with a voice like this.
Just stacking all the Lunchables cheeses onto one cracker and chomping through it like it's not even a big deal.
There's orcs milling about outside.
Yeah. C'est la vie. That's how it sound.
You're in Scotland.
Yeah. I mean,
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Tumbling your ass down the stairs with a rapier. You're just like slashing at stuff.
Every
C'est la vie, every time.
morning I buy a new Tesla and every evening I sell it. And then I just repeat this every
Build
day.
a small stone cairn around it and bury the Tesla.
I'm gonna grow a Tesla tree. Just crushing grapes
that's
in my
to keep
hand.
the spirit of it inside.
You need
Angry
to
Tesla
trap
spirit.
that Tesla in the ground.
Just bought this new Tesla. Gotta trap it. Make sure it can't go anywhere. Capture the spirit.
Do you guys want a good harvest or not?
Do not disturb the keystone of the cairn, or we'll all come apart, and the ghost of a car, of a luxury sedan, will haunt this castle for as long as we shall live. And your heirs will give birth to oil.
Yeah, so I should not be allowed in a castle at any point.
Now I'm thinking about being pregnant with the crude oil.
I was also thinking about being pregnant with crude oil. Related to being pregnant with crude oil,
Yes.
I was talking to somebody on Grindr recently,
Yeah.
not planning to meet up with them, quarantine, but they were just kind of describing things they found exciting, and they this was something that they brought up without me prompting it.
Okay.
They were like, I want to have a guy where I fill his ass with water, and then I force him to go on a run. And then the water's going to come out at some point, and he's got to hold it in for as long as he can. And then it's just going to come out when it comes out, and then he has to keep going.
That is the most insanely kinky thing I've ever heard.
Anyway, but it's crude oil.
And that's America. Boom! Cogent political analysis.
This is what I get for not burying my Tesla, I say as the black oil gushes out of my ass as my top ravenously masturbates from the third flight walk up.
On your castle. It is simultaneously 1400 and 2022
Yeah.
in your castle. You know what, appropriately? It's a plague year. Where else are you going to shelter in place but a castle?
Right.
I've been thinking about the phrase a plague year a lot. It lends such a poetic thrill to this shit that we're dealing
Yeah,
with.
wow, it really is a plague year. Yeah.
It's like, is that like the name of a thing?
It's the name of my new hardcore band.
A plague year? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Brains in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Why is saying I don't know feel so good?
Yeah, I mean, I have embraced the fact that I don't know shit about anything, and I think that's good.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just giving up on knowing.
Yeah.
Knowing is it's overrated.
Knowing is not even the point. I think that admitting that you don't know and you're never gonna know, I think it opens you up to just like participate more in a community of other people who have their own fractalized slice of what may or may not be knowledge, and you all work together. But if you think that you can know,
You're done.
You're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
I think it ties into everybody tired theory.
Mhm.
Everyone's tired, but they got their own knowing. And it's like, you're only going to tire yourself out by trying to glean knowing. Stop knowing.
Stop knowing.
Sit there, smile, kind of look at each other, say, what do you know? I'm like, I don't know anything. And then you're fine.
I think together we all know a little something.
Together we know less communally than we've ever known before.
Well, that much is certainly true, but more than we know ourselves.
Agreed.
I love that the difference between our actual philosophy of life and a Markov chain of stupid is completely nothing.
It's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I could go on and explain something about this, but
that'd be beside the point.
Exactly. It doesn't. I don't.
You
need
figure
to
it
know.
out.
Don't think about this.
If you're thinking about this right now, you've already gone too far.
You've already lost.
We can't help you.
We can't do it. No. I'm really sorry. Let's tabulate the locations of our most powerful talismans.
All right.
1.
First talisman right off the bat, definitely my bed.
That's your talisman?
That's a talisman.
All right, so picture the huge globe. Boop, 1 dot. And that's for your tracking later on your mini map.
Yeah, well, if you don't set a talisman as your spawn point, you're gonna be spawning all over the place.
Yeah. I think one of my most powerful talismans is this place in New Hampshire where I dropped my GBA copy of Donkey Kong Country between the slats of the boardwalk on our trail.
Oh, yeah.
Just dropped it right down into the river. I was like, fuck. That is a talisman for me for sure. Boop, right on my mini map. What about you?
I'm trying to run through my mental list of talismans. Definitely gonna have to say there's like this craft you can do where it's like you make a little round stone, or like a round little like concrete thing, and like you can like put your hand in it and have like a handprint and like an engraving.
Sure.
And I put my family dog's little paw print in there at the time, and then recently my mom called me and she was like, hey, I saw the little concrete thing that we made. I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, like that dog died, but the paw print is still there. That's a talisman.
That's a talisman for sure.
On the fucking map.
Ding!
Yeah,
It's right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
Ghost dog.
Ghost dog. I'll tell you my latest talisman. One time I took a trip to Hong Kong. You could just get ramen anytime you want on the flight. It's like you just get a little cup of noodle somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. Boop, that's a little talisman for me.
Oh yeah. I used to attend and then work at a writing camp, and the cafeteria of that writing camp, I remember that vibe extremely clearly.
What's the item upon which this environment of power coalesces?
It was, so I think it's like a trio, because there was 3 little stations. One of them just had mediocre pizza. Mm-hmm. One of them had a bin of French fries, and you could just scoop up the French fries. As many French fries as you want, you just got a hell of a lot of French fries. And then adjacent to that, there was a place that had like a little chicken sandwich. Mm-hmm. Those 3 are, I think for me, all one.
Trio talisman.
Mm-hmm. They charge their powers together. The rest of it falls apart.
Jesus Christ, like a house of cards.
Yeah,
ding, ding,
yeah.
ding.
That's how you destroy it. Is if you're trying to like destroy my energy, you just pick up a thing of French fries and toss them on the floor, and then boom, the whole area just like loses power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of all those talismans, which one do you not want me to wear?
Oh, that's my bed. Don't get in my bed.
Great. Now I'm wearing it.
No, get out of my bed.
I'm wearing your talisman across my neck. That bed is totally bereft of its power.
No.
I took the bed power.
That's too stressful to me because I have to still sleep there.
I'm sorry, you're not going to... Every time you go into that bed, you will not be able to rest. It will be uncomfortable. I've stolen the essence of the bed. It's in my evil negative talisman.
The cascading problems with this, to me, are immense. Because now, additionally, what did I say that my second talisman was?
I'm checking the mini-map. I'm thinking very carefully.
I think it was that concrete stone. I think I live at my parents' house now.
This is your backup talisman.
Yeah. That's now my spawn point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fall asleep in my uncomfortable ass bed and wake up...
You won't sleep in it. I'm stolen its power entirely. You'll have to slump over somewhere else.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'll slump over somewhere else and then I'll wake up at my parents' house on the fucking concrete slab with my dead dog's paw print in it.
I hate to say it, buddy, but I've recently collected a new talisman and it is that one.
God damn it.
Uh-huh. You made a grave mistake. None of those talismans I shared with you were anywhere near my actual talismans. Ramen over the Pacific Ocean? Do you think I would ever have a talisman that useless?
Oh, I can't believe, now that I see the kind of game that's been played, I realize what a pawn I've been.
You've absolutely fallen into my clutches. I now contain the energy of a bed and a cement block with the dog print on it.
You literally asked me how to disrupt the third one, and I told you straight up. I hadn't considered it for a moment.
Look, you're helpless. You'll never beat the game.
Well, I've been had.
You're done. What are you going to do? Look, at this point, I contain the power of a dog and a bed. I have those 2 things. Mm-hmm. You, my friend, have no power at all.
Right.
You're stuck thinking about French fry.
Yeah.
And what do I have here dangling off of my wrist?
I already know that it's a French fry. Yeah. No, and I've turned entirely gray at this point.
You're actually totally like shimmering in and out.
Yeah.
You look like a Star Wars 3D projection.
I look at my hand and it's just like fading out. I'm just like, whoa. Yeah.
I'm laughing my ass off.
Right.
I'm wreathed in energies that are not my own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding my belly and chuckling like a backwards Santa. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally backwards Santa. And as for me, I mean, like I'm just like I'm extremely old now. I'm totally gray.
You're not gonna
super
fight
gray.
back.
Okay, right off the bat, is your bed a talisman? And I am trusting you to steer me properly.
You're gonna have to cast some sort of truth spell because I can't tell you.
Okay, I roll for wisdom.
18. Good roll.
Okay, so is it your talisman?
No.
Fuck. Okay. I think that the way that I'm gonna be able to find this information is not so much by like, I'm gonna have to go on like a multi-day journey through a magical environment with a small character sidekick,
right,
who cracks wise and makes pop culture references.
You're looking like a wraith today. Hyperlink.
That's exactly what Wheatstraw, my little side character here, says. So Wheatstraw's on a personal journey because Wheatstraw was kicked off of his farm for being too sly.
Just kept munching wheat.
Yeah, and Wheatstraw's like, I've never had a friend before.
Is it Wheatstraw or Wheatslaw?
Wheatstraw. Wheatslaw is Wheatstraw's wife. Who died.
Oh.
Yeah, part of the reason.
Really hard.
Too sly. Rough life for Wheatstraw, but he's keeping a good outlook. So Wheatstraw and I are going to go on this like big kind of adventure. There's going to be like a big waterfall where like we used to go, there's no waterfall. Hyperlink, what do you talk? Wheatstraw, look. Oh my god!
You gotta be, that was really good. You gotta be more, can I hear your wraith voice?
Wheatstraw, look. Oh my god! Whoa! Yeah, and it's like a roller coaster ride. There's like a loop
This
to
is
loop,
through
but it's
my
a river.
memories. This is through the projection of my memories that you've constructed, and you're sifting through the information upon which to destroy me.
Yeah, and like that one song, it's like, I'm on my way, that one plays. And there's definitely like a moonlit scene. Wheatstraw overhears me talking to myself, I guess. Just, I hate when my friend is a cute little guy who is so small and also orange. And Wheatstraw's like, I can't believe you'd say something like that about me. Oh, Wheatstraw, I didn't know. No, I thought you were my buddy. Wheatstraw, wait. I thought we were friends. And then runs away.
This is all my memories.
Yeah.
I'm like learning long division in the background.
And then the Sia Jeff Buckley Hallelujah cover starts playing.
You're just doing Shrek in my memory. I'm like coated in power. I'm laughing my ass off in a totally empty room. Meanwhile, you're going through the entirety of Shrek while little me does all sorts of things.
Yeah, and the problem is, I gotta go through Shrek for each one of your talismans.
Yeah.
Just finding one, there's Shrek 2, there's Shrek 3.
You just do Shrek again. You have to go through the Shrek trial. Just you pushing the door open and it plays All-Star like
Yeah,
the whole
God.
thing.
Oh, okay, second talisman. First one was the bad. I should have rolled higher, whatever.
You get a 3 on the first roll.
Yeah, you lied to me. I should have done a roll on whether the roll was being told to me accurately.
You are so new to these games that I'm playing with you. You don't know anything.
You say that omnisciently in the world. You're so new to these games. Do Shrek again for me.
In my mind, you can see my little character box and the text it goes out. I'm talking in Animal Crossing speak.
Yeah.
I'm like taunting you from above and within.
You do the laugh from Animal Crossing, like, haha, you're so new to these games.
You are so new to these games.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It goes
that.
back into your phone.
Yeah, exactly. My Nook phone.
Your Nook phone. You do play. You're in Shrek, checking your phone. What? Oh yeah, Lord Farquaad.
So you're both Lord Farquaad and also Fiona. You're both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
These are my memories. Every time I watch Shrek, that's what you have to go through.
Jesus
and
Christ.
like you've seen it in the theater, VHS tape, on DVD,
Mm-hmm.
definitely digitally once or twice.
Yeah. And each one of those reveals to me a talisman.
Those were my talismans.
Oh, the individual times you
Shit,
watched Shrek.
I just gave away.
See what I mean?
Throwing my hat
Right.
on the ground.
So now I'm no longer gray.
Crushed. Wow, you got your whole body back.
Hyperlink, you've turned into a regular-looking kind of boy.
And I opened my jaw real big, and you just you jump right out of it. You blue screen out of me.
You can't vor me this time, so.
That's what my memories are, my gullet. And I'm like, what? My power! I was using that.
I know how many times you watch Shrek, and it's 6 times. And now I'm fine.
You want to start a podcast?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay.
And then Wheatstraw dies.
Wheatstraw, there was a tearful scene.
Yeah.
Before.
But, Hyperlink, Wheatstraw.
What's the lore there? What's the soul connection between you two?
As I regain a talisman from you,
Yeah.
Wheatstraw loses a bone. And
My entire left side is useless. I can't walk down this Shrek set.
find your talisman, Hyperlink.
I'm gonna lose my coughing bone.
After this bone, I'm through. My wife died. I'm
Shrek again. Click.
Wheatstraw, thank you for keeping me company when I was too old to be funny. No problem, Hyperlink.
And I like that this whole charade ends with us perfectly at our normal power levels.
This was just a prank you pulled on me because you were bored.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's
Hey, love
fine.
you.
Yeah, I love you too.
That's me.
R.I.P. Wheatstraw. Throw one up. Throw it up for Wheatstraw.
Yeah.
Wheatstraw on this one.
My first kiss, there's like a little orange being there named Wheatstraw.
It was with
What did you do to
Wheatstraw.
my memories?
Tricked
Yeah,
ya.
it was them on the trampoline that one time.
Mm-hmm. You're looking cute tonight.
Oh, my memories.
I love this trampoline. I'm a little rabbit. I love to bounce. I'm Wheatstraw. You can buy a lunchbox of me.
That's my internal monologue now.
Yeah.
You've counter-cursed me.
That's Wheatstraw's laugh.
Yeah.
You're Wheatstraw forever. Because I'm just an idea now for you.
Oh, no.
I didn't actually die. I just
My inner monologue.
lost my physical form. But I'm a
You're
horrible
unleashed.
little...
My conscience.
I'm a horrible little... Yeah, I'm your conscience. I'm a horrible little idea you can't forget. So it's permanent for you.
crosses his arms, leans up against the wall of the skull. What are you gonna do now?
What are you gonna do?
I'm just sitting here, no. Yeah. I'm holding my head, no.
Yeah, but it's
Forever.
like a music video here. It's like, no.
no.
And Wheatstraw's like, it's forever.
And then the musical starts.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm Wheatstraw. Here I am.
Out in the world.
Wheatstraw doesn't get a song?
Okay, Wheatstraw gets like 2 songs. Wheatstraw is definitely the narrator.
Yeah.
The opening, middle, and ending. So with each act, you get a Wheatstraw song.
Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering how I got in this situation. My wife died. I'm trapped inside somebody's consciousness acting as their conscious. I can explain it all.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm Wheatstraw in your brain, never going out till you go insane.
Oh my god. Really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that shows me for trying to map some talismans.
Better luck next time. This has been Haha.
This has been Haha As Fuck. I'm Cell.
I'm Hyperlink. Think you have time for one more last question?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little more about your personal relationship with Mr. Bean?
Fuck. Okay, so instantly I'm a child again, wandering the aisles of our local library, picking up VHS tapes and bringing them home. Instantly I am rooting around in our at-home VHS closet where we had a best of Mr. Bean, which
So you're watching the classics?
I watched them religiously.
Really?
I can mark my passage into adulthood. It was when I Wikipedia'd Mr. Bean and saw that there was an animated Mr. Bean show and thought, that's stupid.
To be fair, though, that is stupid.
I am flashing towards backwards in time to the movie theater when Mr. Bean's Holiday is released, sitting in the theater, and that was one of the most riotously wonderful experiences I've had. Mr. Bean, whatever you feel about him, absolutely reduced a packed movie theater to tears. People falling out of their chairs, and I distinctly remember it because I'm like, I've never been in a movie theater where people are reacting this way. It was like, I think what it was, somebody had a very loud and distinct laugh in the audience, and so like, I mean, a packed movie, how many people fit in a movie theater? 100 people? 200 people?
At least 10.
Minimum 10. And I mean, people were like, I've never been in a movie theater that was like that, like, and I've like gone to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's maybe like the closest where there's like audience. People were going nuts at Mr. Bean's antics in Paris, France, as he takes a little boy and takes him to Cannes, where there's a film festival. People were going fucking nuts. That's Mr. Bean to me.
So I've known that you've really connected with Mr. Bean, but I think that I misunderstood how. I thought that it was ironic.
I'm just thinking back, when I was a kid, I really loved Mr. Bean.
I
mean,
remember...
the thing about the cartoon is
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I obviously was just some truly silly shit. Like, I was a big Mr. Bill head. But, like, Mr. Bean, I remember, like, engaging with Mr. Bean and being like, not for me. And, like, moving on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think a part of it was having immigrant parents. And they were like, this is something, I don't know, for whatever reason, they liked it. It's kind of... parents speak English. I don't know why, but like that was something that like they were like, oh, this is funny, and then I was just like watching it with them, and then since then I just watched it with them. It's like a family friendly thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just definitely remember it.
Would you say that Mr. Bean influenced you?
As insofar as almost anything influences you.
I think there's a beanishness to the way that you kind of like express yourself these days.
By falling down the stairs and accidentally injecting my leg with Novocaine at the dentist's office.
Well, yes, that of course. I don't know. There's something about like that over the top silliness that I think is instructive to the way that you think about what things are funny.
I'm gonna think about that very closely. Something that I really enjoy is just taking something mundane and just putting an exclamation point at the end of it, and I think that's exactly what Mr. Bean does.
Mr. Bean does that in a huge way.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. If okay, I was about to say if Mr. Bean took place in Europe. It does. If it took place
if Mr. Bean took place
in Southern Europe, it would absolutely be a clown. You know what I mean? Like, the same show takes place in, like, drab Britannia, but he's got, like, clown makeup on. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just an English version.
That joke is less funny.
Of course it is. Because
Wait, isn't Mr. Bean English?
That's the thing, is that, like, in my opinion, what makes Mr. Bean so good is that he's, like, this perfectly boring man with, like, this hideously boring life that drives a hideous car and has a hideous apartment. And he's a self-interested, scheming little goblin of a person who, like, through his low cunning, spectacularly fucks up everywhere he goes. He is late to the dentist appointment, so he changes his clothes in the car, and it causes a pileup all around him, and he just drives away, and he's consequence-free. He accidentally gets to the dentist, shoots his leg full of Novocaine, and has to pretend to the doctor that his leg isn't, like, fucking falling off. Just weird. And, like, that's his whole bit, is that he's just, like, completely self-absorbed.
and he's just like fumbling through the world, and other people pick up after him, which is exactly what the English did. So I think it really speaks to something deep
English,
within.
like, wouldn't it be funny if this is how things worked and everyone's like, yeah, that would be so wacky.
Oh, there's tea here? Don't mind if I stumble my way through. Fucking killing millions. All right, anyway.
Yeah, Mr. Bean's a colonist.
Yeah. I think it's time that we, as a culture, reconcile with Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I wonder if, he's like, people know him.
Yeah.
How did people like know Bean?
It might have been Mr. Bean's holiday. At that moment, everyone who didn't already know about Mr. Bean learned that everyone else already knows who Mr. Bean is. So you better not ask any questions about it. And we all just accepted it.
Because the character is like fundamentally easy to grasp.
Yeah. He's silly.
Fool man.
Fool Man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Exact same Mr. Bean, but his name is now Fool Man, and I am so on board.
Can I tell you something that was just unearthed for me as I think about it? Again, like playing back like the old VHS that I used to cram into the player to watch it. The opening of that show, like the way that it fades from black, it takes place on like a shadowy English like back street, and there's a small pinpoint of light, and then it expands into a spotlight, and then Mr. Bean falls from the sky face first, while a chorus of voices in Latin says, "Ecce homo, here is the man, qui es fava, who is a bean." And he slowly gets up, and he walks down, and then it fades to black, and then the episode starts.
I want to watch that, but slowed 100 times.
It's real.
We can't play that on the show.
Yes, we can.
Hell yeah, play it on the show. Can you play this at 25% speed for me?
Sure. It's 35 seconds long. Playback speed 25%.
25.
Jesus Christ! Now it's way longer.
We're hitting play.
No.
We are hitting play now. This is the best film I've ever seen. Yeah.
Do you hear the synths?
I do. I'm watching the camera slowly pan down. Yeah, it's like a darkened street, extremely ominous.
This like vicious
Holy
synth.
shit! Yeah, the pinprick of light, just pulsating in the darkness. Oh my god, it's fucking ominous.
This is some David Lynch shit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
See?
Okay, and it widely expands. Mr. Bean crashes to Earth. It's magnificent. He's slowly looking up as the choir sings. Unironically, if this is presented exactly this way in an A24 film, people would never shut up about
nuts.
And he ambles out of the light. And we're zooming in now on the spotlit ground. Mr. Bean slowly fades in. Wow. That's what they went with.
That's how they open it. And then it cuts to him being silly and cheating on an exam. And he comes back with Rowan Atkinson just singing his knees. It's art.
He's just looking around. Wow. This has been Haha Yeah.
This has been Haha Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love you a lot.
This show is a proud member of the Mastodon Podcast Network.